Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2020 Deca Award video. We've gone through a lot of great things this year, and also some sad things, like coronavirus. But we are not going to let that end our school year on a sour note. So today we have a lot of stuff happening. We have awards, we have the goodbyes from our officer team, and most excitingly, we have the announcement of who our next officers are going to be. So this video is going to be a fun one. It wouldn't be as fun as our banquet, but we're going to try to make it the best it can be. And with that, cue the intro music. Alrighty, so the first thing that's on the agenda today is awards. So most of these awards actually were just planned out by me and a couple of the other officers. I haven't had a lot of human interaction, obviously, over the past, almost 2 months. So if I forgot you, then just know that I still appreciate you and everything you've done for the chapter. And don't be mad at me. And if you are, I don't really care. I'm coming straight out of Compton. Because I'm leaving, but it's the thought that counts. All right, so the first award that we're going to be giving out today is for the most involved sophomore. So this actually went to 2 sophomores because these 2 sophomores have consistently went above and beyond in terms of showing up to Deca events and etc. And we just noticed them a lot. That's pretty much the only reason why they're getting this award. They've just been the most consistent. They've been the most dedicated to our chapter. So this award will go to, drumroll please, Blake Matthews and Alex Motion. Congrats, guys. We can't wait to see what you guys are going to do next year and the year after. All right, the next award, obviously, is going to be Most Involved Junior. So this is also going to 2 juniors. These are going to be juniors who have shown up a ton. It's not going to include Siraj because he's an officer, so that's his job, obviously. But it's going to juniors. So this one also has 2 award winners, and their names are Parini and Ishita Shah, which coincidentally, they are not sisters. They just have the same last name. But congrats, guys. We're excited to see what you guys are going to do next year as well. All right, and the final award in this category of Most Involved goes to Most Involved Senior. So this award has the same criteria as the other awards, but this one was a little bit easier to choose, not to be mean to the other seniors because we love all of you guys, but this senior was helping us all throughout the year, from our potato luncheon banquet thing back in December to always being a competition prep. She was always around us, and it was just hard not to notice her. So the winner of this award is Carly Summerall. Woo! Yeah. Congrats, Carly. We really appreciated everything you did for us, and we can't wait to see what you do in college, and hopefully you come back and visit one day. All right, this next thing is a award of sorts. It's a recognition, more like it. And this is going to be the ICDC recognition. So when I say your name, if you're watching at home, you can go ahead and stand up and sit down if you want. But the ICDC qualifiers were me, Mar Schwartz, Nicholas Silva, who's editing this video, so he's probably going to stand up as well. Gabriel Gould, our Vice President of Fundraising, Preeni Shah, Raj Mehta, Shahryar Adnan, Carly Summerall, Avery Reeves, Suraj Chaturvedi, our Vice President at Large, Avni Pucha, Edward De Silva, Ansh Chawla, Anand Udin, Chase Lee, Rishi Kandambe, Nicholas Tran, Rakshak Ravichandran. Those were our 17 qualifiers in their events. But we also have 4 people who are going to we're going to ICDC in the SBE event. Rena Gupta and Mash Dipto, who Mash was one of our vice presidents of community service, and Rena was one of our vice presidents of competition prep. And they were going for the retail SBE, and then Ishita Shah and Sebastian Ostagin for the food school-based enterprise event. Congrats, guys. Even though you couldn't go to ICDC, we're proud of everything you guys did over there. Alrighty, this next award is going to be going to our 3-year Deca members, all of whom are seniors, obviously. Alright, so there's Arjun Rao. Oh, wow. Oh, look, that's me. Cool. Nicholas Silva, who's also editing this, like I said before. Hi, Nick. Sumal Guru Prasad, Gabriel Gould, Vinyl Gajala, Mashrafi Dipto, and Rena Gupta. Congratulations to our 3-year Deca members. I'm really proud of all you guys. Alrighty, this next award is going to 2 certain Deca members whose names are Gabriel Gould and Ansh Chawla. This award is titled, and I need to read this out, so don't judge me if I'm not looking at the camera, but this award is called the Most Likely to Sprint from Taco Bell to the Hotel to Make Sure They Don't Miss the Team Meeting at Night. Yeah. And the award is pretty self-explanatory. Alrighty, that's all the awards I have for that I've planned out. But we sent out a Google form to you guys yesterday as of filming and asked you guys to nominate any of your friends that you felt deserved an award. So what I'm going to do now is pull up that Google form and I'm just going to read through it. All right, so there were 2 nominations for MASH for best suit in the chapter. One of the explanations says, has the best suits out of anyone I've seen to set his statement off strong. And then the second one says, for districts and state, he had us color coordinate outfits because he wanted to wear a specific blazer and bow tie. He also would choose when to wear his glasses and big diamond earrings. He just likes to look his best to impress the ladies. Man, if that statement couldn't be any more true. And I like to mess with Mash because he's a simp.
And who's that? Oh, it's Mr. MVP, Simp!
But it's really important to dress your best for these competition events because this is the first time you've met your judge before, and let me say, first impressions do matter. So congrats, Mash, on being a simp and dressing well. It's all in good fun. I don't necessarily believe that. None of what I say in this video expresses the beliefs and views of Alan Deca. I just like calling people simps. All right, next award is for Blake Matthews for best fit in the chapter. Mash already got that award, but I'm not choosing, so I'll just say it too. But Blake, and the explanation is that he's always pulling up with the swag. I agree, Blake's a good-looking dude, so congrats, Blake.
Most positive after competition, and that goes to Emma Woodruff. Next award goes to Sumadwa for being the biggest OG. This next award goes to Roshan Patel for hardest working Deca member. Called Best Matthias, and look, it goes to Matthias Fair, Muntaha, and it's for most dedicated member.
All right, so we're going to have our goodbye speeches for our officer team for the 2019-2020 school year. But before we do that, we're just going to have a montage of pictures and videos from everyone's Deca year. And there's going to be a lot of pictures and videos from past years because this is going to be more of a senior recognition thing. Just remember everything that the seniors have done because I'm selfish and I wanted it. And we don't get it because we don't get a banquet anymore. So don't skip it or I'm going to be mad. And
I'm watching you.
Hey guys, it's Selena. I'm the Vice President of Social Activities if you don't already know me, and I joined Deca 2 years ago because I've always known that I wanted to be a businesswoman. I just didn't really know which direction I wanted to go into, so I saw Deca as a perfect opportunity to explore that. I would say that Deca was a little toe dip in the pool, but that would be a complete lie. My first year I did written composition and I drowned, but with the amazing mentorship from our incredible advisors, Mrs. Rowley and Mr. Duncan, they saved me, pulled me out of the water, and taught me presentational skills, marketing tactics, and business jargon I never even knew existed. So I sincerely want to thank you guys for all the constructive criticisms you've given me over the past 2 years. I know that there were times you wanted to tell me the role play or presentation I had just done was the absolute worst thing you've ever heard. But with the constructive criticisms you've given me, I was really able to strengthen my weaknesses. I not only want to thank you guys for everything you've done for me, but for the Allen chapter as well. You guys are super dedicated to your work and it shows, and I admire that. To the officer team, I know that we've been through a lot of ups and downs, to say the least, and I know that this year was cut short, but we've accomplished a lot and there's a lot to be proud of. So I really wish you guys the best for the future. To the underclassmen, I encourage you guys to take advantage of the time you have in this organization and the opportunities that come your way. There's a lot of opportunities to discover more about yourself and the business world, so really take advantage of that. I look back at Deca and I could tell you all the educational things I've learned, and I don't want to degrade those because I definitely have broadened my skill set over the years, but I look back at it and really think more about the relationships, friendships, and memories that I've created along the way. My favorite memory being at districts, when Mr. Duncan took us across the street on our way to Spaghetti Warehouse and we almost got run over by a train. So yeah, speaking of Mr. Duncan, I know you're gonna miss having me around to roast because I'm shorter than you. I hope you find someone that's shorter than you next year, because that's something that's hard to come across. But yeah, you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk, so I just want to say thank you to everyone who made my high school career that much better. And Deca, Alan Deca, I'm going to miss.
What's up, Alan Deca? This is David, your VP of Finance here. Just giving a big thank you to all of the members this year. Just wanted to give a quick reminder, make sure you go outside at least once a day. It's good for your muscles. I want to give a big special thanks to all the advisors at Deca, Mr. Alley, Mr. Duncan, and a big shout out to Ms. Fulmer. Could not have done it without you. And then just one last thing, I want to give the best of luck to the underclassmen this year, especially the future seniors. Hopefully y'all get a better senior year than we did. But yeah, on that note, let's end with something funny. Run into me.
In the past few years, Deca has become more than just an organization. It's been a place where I got to interact with and build bonds with so many people. It's been an area where I got to enhance my own leadership abilities, whether it's through just helping out a peer with their project or actually having the privilege of being your community service officer for this school year. The organization just overall really helped me find out who I am and where I want to be in my future. And a lot of that also has to do with my 3 advisors, Mr. Duncan, Miss Rowley, and Miss Fulmer. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys helped me so much in the past 3 years, whether it was just mentoring me about my project or actually sitting down and talking to me about basically anything and everything. I just want to say thank you for all of that. And finally, I want to thank this year's officer team. You guys made Deca so much more fun than I could have ever imagined. And planning stuff with you guys was just the best thing ever. And I hope all of you guys get to where you want to be in the future. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to the organization and all of the memories I've made throughout the years.
Hey guys, as you know me probably by now, my name is Sam, but my actual name is Sumadwa. I just did that at the beginning of the year in order to make you guys feel comfortable around me, but I think that sort of confused a lot of people. Anyway, 1 Deca year has just, completely been through now. It's sort of surreal to think because it was crazy from the start to finish, and, I've been in Deca for 3 years, so it's been quite a big, part of my life, and it's sort of weird to see it sort of go now, since I'm a senior and I'm going off to college. But to me, Deca was a place of comfort. It was a place where I belonged. I made so many friends during my 3 years, and to me, Deca was sort of like a sense of challenge and, moving forward and progression. Always constantly improving yourself on something that, to me, I wasn't particularly skilled in business and communication, for example. So that was sort of my goal. Just the memories that were made and all of the experiences that I had, they're going to carry through with me forever. So I just love Deca for that, Alan Deca, and I hope everybody and all the Deca members, have found their sort of place like that in Deca. Anyways, I hope everyone is staying safe and doing okay in these crazy times. Thank you, and goodbye.
Whenever I think about Deca, there are so many things that go on in my mind. I've gained some great friends, some great experiences. I try to tell myself once in a while I've gained some brain cells along the way, but who am I kidding, right? But seriously, ever since I've joined Deca, it has been this huge part of my life, this huge part of my high school career, and I'm not even one of the people who's been part of this club for 3 years or whatever. I joined as a junior, and if I had known any better, I would have joined from the very start. But Deca to me is really just this place where you can meet new people, where you can try new things, where you can jump out of your comfort zone. And it's made me a better person, a better speaker, a better businessman. And I'm just telling you, when I first walked into here as a junior, social skills measuring in and around 0, I can't tell you that that's changed too much, but I can tell you what has changed. I remember coming in here thinking I'm never going to make it past districts. I made it straight to ICDC. Telling myself, yeah, role plays? Yeah, you thought, never happening. I'm not going to do role play. Senior year, I'm doing a role play. I absolutely loved it. 2 o'clock in the morning, writing my officer speech, day of officer elections. I don't know if I should even be talking about this, but 2 things were going on in my head. 1, why am I up here 2 o'clock in the morning writing this? And 2, do I seriously think I can become an officer in this club? And at this point, I'm just like, oh, yeah, this is too far. But look at where we ended up. And before you say it, no, this isn't just me flexing. I don't have much to flex to begin with, but I want to give you guys this important piece of advice, which is that never think that there's anything that you can't do, or at the very least try in Deca, because Deca is all about community, and it's all about opportunities. And the moment that you have the courage to take up everything that it has to offer is when you start to really open up some doors. And so, this year, it's had its ups and downs. It's definitely had its share of bumps along the road, but I wanted to thank every single one of you guys for traveling that road with me. I'm so proud of all the work that you guys have done this year, and I can't wait to see what you guys do in the future.
Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing all right. First and foremost, I want to thank our advisors, Ms. Rowley, Mr. Duncan, Ms. Volmer, and Ms. Bono, because you guys have been very helpful to me throughout my time in Deca, and you've really taught a lot of us a good portion of what we know. So thank you for sticking around during the late competition preps and helping with testing and role plays and everything in between, because it truly was very helpful. Second, I want to congratulate all of the members who participated this year, whether it was at district or state or qualifying for ICDC, because it definitely takes a lot of work to be successful in this organization, but you definitely do get out of it what you put into it. So congratulations to all you guys. Deca for me has really been about not only making connections, but really learning how to make those connections in the future, and I feel like I've taken away both of those things. A lot of you know that I'm not the most talkative person, so it's not always been my strong suit, making connections and whatnot, but I got the chance to talk to a lot of you and really become more open-minded about that sort of thing. So it's really been great being your community service officer and getting the chance to meet a lot of you guys. So congratulations and thank you to all of you, and have a great summer.
Hey guys, it's Brenna, your competition prep officer. I'm so sad that this year got cut short, but I hope everyone is staying safe and doing well. As some of you may know, I actually joined Deca my sophomore year, and I've honestly never looked back. I've learned so many great lessons and met so many new people. I cannot wait to hand this chapter off to the next officer team. I know you guys are going to do great things, and I cannot wait to see what ideas you guys come up with. To my current officer team, thank you for spending countless hours with me developing and planning ideas and events for our current chapter and making it the best it can be. And to Mr. Duncan and Miss Rowley, thank you for judging and critiquing every single one of my role plays and helping me achieve my DECA goals. It has been such an honor to have you guys as my advisors, and I know I wouldn't be the person I am today without you guys. And to every single one of the DECA members in this organization, I'm so glad to have met all of you guys. You guys have all impacted my life in a way I cannot even begin to describe. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been a great year working with everyone, and I will miss you guys so, so much.
Hi guys, I'm Gabriel. I've served as your Vice President of Fundraising this year, and I'm a 3-year DECA member, and I'm really glad that I joined. I still remember nervously walking into that first meeting, but I'm glad I stayed. I used to be really stiff and awkward when I presented. I'm sure Mr. Duncan can attest to this. I had some interesting presentations my 10th grade year in his class, but nowadays I can present in front of any crowd size, and that's because of the skills I've learned in DECA. Some of my best memories from all of high school have come from DECA, such as going to Orlando with all my friends, spending a week there. That was one of the best weeks of my life. I'm so thankful for all the great opportunities I've had as a result of DECA. Not only did DECA help to solidify my choice to major in business, but I also made some of my best friends through DECA. I wouldn't have been nearly as successful in DECA if it hadn't have been for the friends I made along the way, like Arjun, Nick, and Samadwa. As far as the advisors, Ms. Volmer, thank you for helping me with whatever I needed, whether it was our fun times doing paperwork in Eagle Edge, or you helping me to improve my DECA skills. Mr. Duncan, thank you for being there from the beginning and providing me with the encouragement to become the best DECA member I could be. I remember being unsure about whether I wanted to apply to be a DECA officer for my junior year, but Mr. Duncan was the person who pushed me to do so, and I'm thankful for that. And Ms. Rowley, thank you for being the best teacher and mentor I could have ever asked for. I am sad I won't be a student in your class anymore, but what you have taught me about business and life will lead me to great things in the next chapter of my life. Thank you, Alan DECA, for all you've done for me, and goodbye.
Hey everybody, it's Arjun, and I had the awesome pleasure of serving as your 2019-2020 DECA president. First of all, I want to thank the advisors first and foremost, Ms. Rowley, Mr. Duncan, and Ms. Vollmer. Without them, I 100% can say that I wouldn't have made it here. Let me just give a quick example. This past year, between districts and state, my confidence was completely shot, like at zero. I couldn't do a role play for anything. I don't think my role play would have gotten me out of districts, to be honest. I don't know how I got through districts, but I just couldn't put a role play together for some reason. And I did a role play with Miss Rowley twice a week for like 4 weeks, like up to state. I was just doing role play after role play, trying to like get myself back in that mindset. And I ended up making it to ICDC, and it's 100% because of Miss Rowley. And Mr. Duncan. I did role plays with Duncan, and Bulmer listened in too. But the thing is, like, just a big piece of advice I want to give you guys is that if you want to make it anywhere in DECA, and a lot of times in life, listen to the advice that the advisors give you, because this advice is like, you'd be lost without it. I was lost without it too. Next, I want to thank the current and past officer team from last year. Both of you guys have helped me grow a lot. As you guys know, at the beginning of the year, I was struggling with leading, like being president, and I lost my temper. But you guys helped me a lot more than you think. I learned how to lead a little bit less hands-on and trust you guys. So I couldn't have done it without you, and I feel like without you guys, I wouldn't know how to lead. You guys have been an awesome team. Next, I just wanted to talk about my DECA journey a little bit. So I started DECA in 10th grade, and the only person I knew in the room was Gabriel. I barely knew Gabriel, and I knew some audible from elementary school, but I hadn't talked to him in like years. When I walked into that DECA room, I was very anxious. I couldn't like give a speech to save my life in front of a room, And now you guys saw me every the first Thursday of every month giving a chapter speech, from the first meeting where it was like 150 people to like a solid 60 to 70 people every meeting. And my heart didn't even like skip a beat. Like it was just normal at that point. Like I built my confidence up through Deca. Like Deca helped me. Like I can 100% accredit that to Deca. And I just think that without Deca, I would be nowhere where I am right now. It's just, it means a lot. I can't even put into words what Deca has done for me. From Gabriel, Sumadwa, and Nicholas, who are probably my three closest friends at this point in my life. Like I met them completely through Deca. I know a lot of people join Deca with their friends, and that's awesome. But I didn't have friends. I didn't have many friends in high school when I joined, because I was new to Allen. I'd only started in ninth grade, so I didn't really know anyone. But we all became best friends, and I never looked back. Deca has been my home. I stayed at school till like 5:30 or 6 most days, just hanging out with people at Deca or doing competition prep, everything. Because there's nowhere better to go. Like, what am I going to do at home? Like, just be on my phone? Like, it's just fun. Listening to Shrieker give his like deep talks, or throwing a football around and waiting for Miss Valley to get mad, or Miss Fulmer to tell us to stop throwing it. Stealing Otis Spunkmeyer cookies from the Eagle Edge. I did that until you guys know, because what are you going to do, right? But yeah, it's just Deca is awesome. And to all you sophomores and juniors, just appreciate the time that you have in it, because like mine ended abruptly, but it sucks a lot more to leave than you think it does. So it's been awesome to serve as you guys as president for this year, and thank you so much for working with me through all this. I believe in you guys, and good luck next year and in the rest of your life. This is going to be the last part of our video for you guys. My final action as Allen Deca's president is going to be announcing the 2020-2021 Allen Deca officer team. Now, we spent 3 to 4 days and countless hours interviewing and deciding on who should be in which position. So if you didn't win, don't be discouraged, because there's always next year. And if there isn't next year for you guys, if you end up becoming a senior, just know that this doesn't reflect on your leadership ability in any way. And we would have been confident with any of you guys on our team. All right. And I'm just going to go ahead and announce each position without elaborating too much, because this video's been pretty long already, but I'm excited. All right, let's see who it is. So, Vice President at Large is going to be Alex Motion. Finance and Membership, the Vice President of Finance and Membership is going to be Roshan Patel. Vice President of Fundraising and Social Activities is Sebastian Ostagin. Vice President of Community Services, Emma Woodruff. And something cool we've added is we're going to be having service committees, or committees, leadership committees in our chapter. So there's going to be a community service committee and a competition committee. And these committees are going to have some of our candidates who didn't end up winning an officer spot. So for the community service committee, the winners are Leo Figueroa, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you know who it is. And then Om Jarodia. Our Vice President of Competition Prep Role Play, catered to the role plays, is Preeni Shah. And the competition committee member who's also going to be specializing in written events is Muntaha Sabir. Our Vice President of Competition Prep for the role play section is Suraj Chaturvedi. And the competition committee members for role plays are Pranav Makam and Ansh Chawla. And last but not least, our president, the one who's going to replace me, is Ishita Shah. Congrats, guys. I'm really excited to see what you guys do. And that's it. It's been an honor serving as you guys as president for this past year, and I'm very proud of everything you guys have accomplished. If you're a senior, just stay in touch with me. I can't wait to see what you guys do after high school. And if you're a sophomore or junior, I'm probably going to come back and visit and see what you guys are up to next year. So make me proud. All right. Allen Deca President, 2019-2020.